pick up. YouTube still sending. Okay. All right. 3, 2.
Buy or not buy? Buy or not buy? What's the market telling you? Should you buy or not buy? Are you stuck in a pickle and you can't decide? Should you buy a home or not buy a home? What's the market saying? Oh, is it going to all crash? Or is everything going to come back to normal? What should I do? Are you stuck in a pickle? What's going on, guys? My name is Min Win with What's a Mortgage. Tonight, we are going to give you a market update for those of you who are in a pickle and you can't decide if you're going to buy or not buy. How you guys doing tonight? Welcome to our channel. The goal of our channel is to educate, empower, and to connect you with the right mortgage. If it's your first time tuning in, do me a huge favor. Hit the subscribe and notification button so you're notified every time we go live or post new content. We go live every Monday night at 9 p.m. and we post content daily on Instagram and TikTok. So if you're not following us on Instagram and TikTok, definitely do so. Also, guys, this is an interactive live stream. So ask a lot of questions. So tonight, guys, we're going to talk about the August market update. We're going to update on the events that are happening so you can decide to get out of your pickle. Should you buy or not buy, right? We are not here to tell you to buy or not buy. We are here to provide you the information for you to make the right decision for you and your family. Because one person might view something, it might be time to buy. Another person, they might view something and they might not decide they want to buy. But you should know the information so you can make a decision for you and your family. I am wearing a pickle. I am wearing a pickle outfit. My pickle outfit. All right, guys. So tonight, let's talk about our market update here. Okay, so tonight's market update, right? It is August of 2021. And with everything going on right now, right? With eviction coming to an end, right? With unemployment benefits coming to an end soon, right? Our home's going to be foreclosed on, right? It's been 18 months since the pandemic. Where are we now? All right, guys, let's get into it. So tonight, guys, we're going to do a brief overview on unemployment. Where are we with unemployment since the pandemic? Where are we with evictions? We're going to talk about Biden's new loan modification program for those who have mortgage forbearance, and we're going to talk about where interest rates are at, right? So let's get into it, right? So unemployment first. So when I talk to you guys about unemployment, so 18 months ago, February 2020, right? Unemployment was at 3.5%. So 3.5% of the United States were unemployed, which is 5.7 million. All right, let's pull that up really quick here. Let's pull it up really quick, Andy. 5.7, right, where am I at? Are we up?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I can't see. Where am I on the screen? I can't see myself on the screen.
Oh, you want to see yourself.
Okay, cool. All right, so we were down 5.7 million. So it's been 18 months now. So a lot of you guys who are thinking, where are we at with unemployment? So unemployment right now is at 8.7 million, which is 5.4%. 5.4% of Americans are unemployed. So we're about 3 million shy, right? About 2% off. So those of you who are waiting to decide to buy or not, hoping that the economy was going to crash, and because of unemployment, homes were going to hit the market and you were going to buy, now we know. Now we know that unemployment is at 2%, just 2% above where it should have been at right before the crash. And there's about 3 million jobs. There's about 3 million more people unemployed. So if you were going to wait for unemployment to go up for you to buy a house, doesn't look like that's going to happen. If that was your deciding factor to buy or not buy, leave us a comment below. Say, I was waiting for unemployment to go up to buy or not buy, right? Some people, they're not buying because they didn't know if they were going to get let go or not. And some people are waiting for people to get unemployed so more homes would show up, right? I really believe that most of the people who were unemployed during the pandemic were not homeowners in the first place, right? Most of them who were unemployed either lived at home or were renting. So it really didn't affect the housing market. But a lot of you guys were sitting there waiting for the unemployment to drop. Now with unemployment dropping, more people going back to work and more people able to afford their mortgage payment. Even though I don't think people who were unemployed were making mortgage payments in the first place, because I don't think they had homes, right? So what do you think? Are you going to buy now knowing that unemployment is low, right? Before you take off the pickle? Okay.
Oh, okay, sure.
All right, so take off the pickle. Let me take off the pickle really quick. All right, can you explain a bit more? I'll explain in a second, Victor. All right, so unemployment. Okay, so if you were banking on unemployment, you can't bank on unemployment, right? So let's talk about the next subject. Let's talk about eviction moratorium. Okay, so at the end of July, right? Everyone was waiting. Oh, at the end of July, all these people were gonna get evicted and they're gonna be homes for sale, right? So remember, it's called eviction, not foreclosure moratorium. Evictions, which means if you're gonna evict somebody, you're gonna evict a tenant, right? So at the end of July, the eviction moratorium was lifted. Okay, so if you are renting an apartment, 4-unit, 3-unit, or 2-unit, they can evict you after July. Okay, so if you were planning on buying a duplex, triplex, or fourplex, or apartment complex, right, those tenants are gonna get evicted. So if you're planning on buying something like that, right, those are the first type of properties that will begin to enter the market if it does happen, right? We don't know who is making their mortgage payment on the apartments, 4-unit, 3-unit, 2 units, right? We just don't know. But they can start evicting these people so they can get new tenants in to start making rent payment, right? So we have landlords who were charging people rent for 18 months. Now they're getting evicted, and what's going to happen next? We just have to wait and see if more apartments, 4 units, 3 units, 2 units will start hitting the market, right? Or did landlords have the money to wait out the 18 months and get new tenants in there? All right. Will they be getting a discount? I don't think so because of inflation. So let's go to the link really quick. So if you read here, right? Oh no, they said they're not gonna evict. So Secretary of USDA, HUD, VA, Treasury, and FHFA acting director released joint statements on agency action to prevent evictions. So those evictions were based on single family home. So if you are renting a single family home or condo or townhome, right? And you're not making your payment and you're renting there, they are not evicting people in single family homes, right? Condos or townhouses. And they can't foreclose on them, right? Until the end of September. So there's 2 more full months that you can stay if you're renting a single family home. So if that single family home, right, was in foreclosure or forbearance, guess what? They're not foreclosing on you yet, right? They're still dragging that out. So if you were trying to buy a home, right, from someone who has tenants in there, it's not gonna happen till the next 2 months, right? So all of that, we still don't know who can afford their payment or not. Also, who has equity? If they have equity, they be able to sell at full price? Out of all those properties, right? We don't know who's underwater. So there's a lot of we don't know. So for me to tell you that, to give you this information, if you're sitting there waiting on the sideline, I suggest you subscribe to what's it called? Benutech, Black Knight, Core Logic, right? Rebo Gateway, Foreclosure Radar, and start monitoring these properties, right? Monitor these properties to see if there's going to be more units who are going to hit the market. That's going to hit the market. We just don't know. So if you're sitting there waiting for eviction moratorium to end for you to get your dream home, that is your answer. The answer is we just don't know. It is over unless it's a single family home. They're not going to start the foreclosure or eviction process till after September, right? And we still don't know how long it takes to foreclose on somebody. We don't know who has equity. We don't know who can still make their mortgage payment even though they don't have tenants. We just don't know the answer. There's too many what ifs out there right now, right? All we know that it's up, and now what are you going to do now, right? For those of you who've been waiting a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, hoping that the market's going to dip 40%, that $1 million home is going to be $600,000. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if a $500,000 home is going to be $200,000, right? So you sat there and you waited. Right now, that's not look like it's going to happen, okay? Third thing, Biden's new loan modification, right? Let's get into Biden's new loan modification. So we talked about tenants already, right? So if you are living in an apartment, a 4-unit, triplex, duplex, right? The moratorium's over, they can evict those people, right? If you're renting a single family home, they can't evict you, okay, for another 2 months. Let's talk about those who are in mortgage forbearance. So mortgage forbearance also ended in the month of July. At the end of July, if you have more than 12 months forbearance, you do not have mortgage forbearance anymore. But if you haven't applied for mortgage forbearance, you can apply up to the end of September and you're guaranteed 12 months. If you have mortgage forbearance and you don't have 12 months yet, you can still ride it out for 12 months, okay? But what happens when forbearance is over? So the couple things can happen, okay? So if you have mortgage forbearance, you are allowed to refinance, right? Pay off your unpaid balance that you did not pay because you asked for mortgage forbearance. You can, whatever you don't pay, add it to the back of the loan, start making your mortgage payment again, or you can sell your property. You have 3 options. Now, option number 4 is a loan mod. Who would take a loan mod? If mortgage forbearance is up for you and you don't want to sell your home, right? That means you're preventing your home from hitting the market, right? You can do a loan mod, which means they will reduce your mortgage payment. Okay, we'll talk about how much in a second, but they're going to be able to reduce your mortgage payment. So you can either start making your payment again, right? Or you can refinance, you can sell, or they're going to modify your loan, right? They're going to modify your loan back to 30 years. But typically, anyone who's had a mortgage over 2 years old, their mortgage payment should be cheaper than rent. But if you can't make your mortgage payment, your normal mortgage payment, they are going to reduce your payment. Let's go to the slide up, pull the slide up. So all these links are in my description, so definitely go to the description and check it out, right? This is from the whitehouse.gov. So if you have an FHA loan, they're going to reduce your principal and interest up to 25%. So if you had a $2,000 principal and interest, not tax, insurance, and PMI, just principal and interest, if it's $2,000, they're going to reduce it by 25%, which is $1,500. They're going to drop it $1,500. Then you have your tax, insurance, and your PMI. If it's an FHA loan, if you have a conventional loan, a USDA loan, or a VA loan, they will reduce your payment by 20%. So if the principal and interest payment is $2,000, your new payment will be $1,600. So they are reducing your mortgage payment, right? So because of that, I really believe people's mortgage payment should be cheaper than rent. Think about if your mortgage payment was already cheaper than rent and you're 10 years in your loan, you're going to get a cheaper payment. They're going to refinance it back to 30 years though. Oh, well, that sucks. They're going to have to start over again. That's not fair. Well, they're reducing your payment without an appraisal, without income verification, without credit verification. And I'd rather have them start back to 30 years, but at least I have my house instead of getting foreclosed on, right? So if you have equity, you can either sell or you just do a loan modification. If you do a loan modification, you can stay in your home, right? Even if you have equity or if you're upside down. Even if you are upside down, you can do a loan mod, right? They will reduce the payment. So I think it's going to benefit most the people who bought the last 2 years. If you bought the last 2 years, resetting back to 30 years, it's not a big deal. They're going to reduce the payment, right? So you might get a payment break, okay? So make sure you reach out to your lender and find out what options are available for you. So if you were sitting there waiting for Armageddon to come and the market to crash for you to get a home at 50% of the price, right? That's your answer, right? That's your answer. Unemployment, if you are banking on unemployment to go up, it's going down, right? If they fulfill 3 million more jobs, right? Then we're at the same level we were before the pandemic, okay? Evictions. If you were planning on buying an apartment complex, a 4-unit, 3-unit, or 2-unit, right? Those moratoriums are lifted. We don't know when the foreclosure process is going to happen, but we know, right, they're going to start evicting the tenants. If you are trying to buy a single family home and there's a tenant in there, they're not evicting those people till the end of September. So if you are waiting for these homes owned by landlords to get foreclosed on, it's not going to happen yet. You still got to wait it out, right? And also now, for all those, I can't wait till that person can't make their mortgage payment and they're upside down, right? And they can't afford their payment. Now they're reducing the payment by 25 to 20%. Do you feel that's fair? If it's fair, put fair. If you don't think it's fair, put unfair, right? Because it's like the circle of life, right? It's the circle of life. That's what someone said, right? What's the circle of life? Someone has to lose their house, so someone gets a house, right? Someone, if they can't make their mortgage payment, whatever reason, well, it's unfair because they didn't cause the pandemic, right? Whoever caused the pandemic, why should they be affected by that, right? So a lot of investors, I'm not gonna say who, there's these two brothers, right, on YouTube that want, like, you know what, they deserve their house to get foreclosed on. They had 18, this is not my saying, okay? So I'm staying neutral, right? Like Switzerland, okay? Most people, they're saying it is unfair to investors and unfair to other homeowners who've been sitting there waiting to buy a home, but because these people, their homes aren't going into foreclosure, right? It's not bringing more inventory, which is driving down the market. Do you feel it's fair or unfair? Let me know. Leave a comment below if you feel like it's fair or unfair, right? I'm sorry, I know some of you guys like, why aren't we giving more statistics? I give you guys the information that I feel that gives me confidence to make the decision. Sometimes when you're reading into numbers, and a lot of these other influencers, right, they're just numbers. I'm letting you know through the point of view of what's really going on in the mortgage industry, because most people do have mortgages, and people who do have mortgages, right, I know what's the next step for foreclosure, right? So that's why I feel like back then people didn't watch the market in 2007, 2008. It all started with mortgages, right? With people letting their house go because they can't afford their mortgage payment, right? So when I go over statistics or go over evidence, I use what's going on in today's market. Sometimes I do numbers, sometimes I don't, all right? So let me know, is it super fair or unfair? Thank you, Martin. So last but not least, well, interest rates are gonna shoot up, right? Interest rates are gonna shoot up. And because interest rates are going to shoot up, prices are going to come down. I'm going to get my home. I'm going to get my home. I'm going to get my home, right? All you guys were thinking, right, you're going to get your home, correct? So I was predicting, because we printed so much money, inflation was supposed to skyrocket. Rates were going to be in the mid threes, hopefully flattening out prices, bringing them down. I was wrong. Right now, if you are buying owner occupied, right? Investment, you might see a 3. Owner occupied, you should be seeing 2s, right? If you are buying owner occupied, right, you should be seeing 2 still. Unless you're buying a 4 unit, a 3 unit, right? Different. But if you are buying a single family home or a townhouse or a condo, right, and you're doing 3.5%, 5% down, you should be seeing 2s right now. Because you're seeing 2s, prices are either flattening out. Yes, there are people reading out numbers. Well, what the market says this? But where in the United States, right? Talk to anybody in Idaho, California, Arizona, Nevada, Texas, right? Pick those areas, right? Washington. It doesn't make sense. When they're doing these statistics, it's nationwide numbers. But in California, I don't see it right now. Not saying that it's not going to happen, because rates are so low, people are jumping in still, right? They don't see unemployment going down, right? Evictions, people aren't getting evicted. If they are, it's not happening in single family homes yet, right? With these loan mods, there's not homes hitting the market because we're printing so much money right now, right? That the cost to build a home got more expensive, and builders have to raise prices to sell these houses, okay? So when I'm telling you this, I'm not here to say, I told you so. Only to a couple people. You know who I'm talking about. You, I'm watching you watch me. You know what I'm talking about. The ones who are talking smack and trolling. Yeah, I'm talking about you. But most of you guys, I'm not here to throw it in your face. I'm here to present evidence so you can make a decision, or either A, buy the home that you can afford with your income and your down payment today, or B, I used to say number 2, right, Andy? But I say B this time, right? B, you might need to reevaluate moving somewhere else. And I know I hate saying that, and I hate being the party pooper, right? And our Debbie Downer, if you're Debbie, I'm not talking about you, but that saying, right, is I don't want to be that way. But the truth is, you might need to reevaluate. You might need to move somewhere else. If you look at houses in Idaho, they're up like 30, 40%. Right? Don't be the last one to move. Now you're not even in Idaho, right? You're in New Mexico, right? Or Oklahoma, right? Edmond, Oklahoma, right? So you might need to go, hey, I can afford to buy. It might not be my dream home, but if I want to stay somewhat near my family, I might need to pull the trigger or move a little bit further out, right? Don't wait for the market. Oh, it's going to dip, 30, 40%. If the market's up like 12, 15% right now, right? If it drops 10, 15%, if you thought homes were too expensive in 2020, 2019, it's still going to be expensive today. right? So don't think prices are going to go below 2019, right? I don't see that. So you thought before 2019 was too expensive, I suggest you might need to reevaluate, right? Find out what line of work you're in, right? What industry you're in. What is the highest you can move up in that industry, and how much do they make? And can you make that amount of money in the next year or 2 years so you can buy where you want? If you can't, you might need to rethink your steps and make different decisions. And I'm here to present that information for you to make that choice. All right. So guys, that right there is our market update. Hopefully I brought you value. Let me know. Was it fair? Not fair. Let me know. Buy, not buy. Buy, not buy. Should you move or stay? Move or stay, right? Let me know. I'm going to go into some Q&A. So if you have questions, bring it, right? If you have hate, keep it, right? Only bring it if you got love. What up, Roshan? What are you wearing? I was wearing a pickle outfit, right? Because people are in a pickle right now. People waited, or should I wait longer, right? Should you wait longer? We don't know, right? Wham fam, still no house. I'm over it, but not over it. I get it, kitty cake. Can you explain a bit more what you mean by every $350 paid off is $50,000 in buying power? So right now, Victor, right? Let me show Victor. Let's go to, let me pull up Techie Lender really quick here. So how, wait, hold on. I'm pulling it up right now. Give me 1 second. So Victor, let me show you guys, right? So I base everything on worst case scenario, right? So what I normally do is I take a $50,000 mortgage, right? And I figure out what is the payment on a $50,000 mortgage. And through my payment on a $50,000 mortgage, it will give me a monthly payment. So I know for every $50,000 what the monthly payment is, right? So I do FHA, worst case scenario, $50,000, right? And I do FHA, $50,000, 3.5% down to that, right? Hold on here. Let's see here, 3%, 50,000, FHA, 50,000. All right, here we go. So pull it up. So right now, Victor, right, on a $50,000 home, right, the monthly mortgage payment, let me show you right here, is $342. So every $50,000 is about $350. Of course, if you have good credit, it's a little bit different, but it's just like I said, I base everything on worst case scenario. So every $350 a month you can eliminate in debt, that will give you $50,000 more home. Of course, you have no debt, then this theory doesn't work. But if you have debt, right? Think about this. If you have a $10,000 credit card, that might be close to $350, right? You eliminate a couple debts. Let's say you have a car payment that you have only a year, 2 years left on it, right? It's easy to pay off that car compared to coming up with $50,000 more to buy a home. So for every $350 a month in debt you eliminate, right, you'll get $50,000 more home. But if you want to do it on income, so if $350 in debt, so for every dollar of debt you have to make $2 of income to qualify for that debt, right? Because it's at a 50% debt to income ratio. So if it's $350 a month gives you $50,000 more home, you can either eliminate that $350 a month or make $700 a month more in income. Which means if you add a cosigner that makes $700 a month, that with no debt, that would give you $50,000 more home. Hopefully that helps you out. You understand that, Andy?
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, thanks, Andy. Can I still put 3% down on 580? My home lender said once it's past 565, we have to put 5% down. So it all depends on the county, Richard. If you tell me the county, I will tell you what you can put down. All right, Richard? Every county is different. I think it may have to do with DTI, Victor. Yes. Hi, what is the refi rate for VA right now? If you're sitting on a VA, you see sitting on a VA, man, should we log in and get nasty for him or not, right? If you're sitting on a VA, you're probably gonna sit at 2.5 or less right now, all right? MNET, 2.5 or less right now. As long as you have above a 660, the loan amount's under, I think 5 something, you should be 2.5 or less, all right? Hopefully that helps you out there. If you want a quote, reach out, 714-790-9697. So we work with direct lenders out there, with mortgage banks, and we work with mortgage brokers. And what we do here, we help you, right? We help you connect with the right mortgage, right? We educate and we empower you, and we help connect you with the right mortgage. If you do like your lender and you just want us to read your loan estimate, please send it over, right? info@whatsamortgage.com. We will help you read it and help you beat it, all right? Beat it. Just beat it. Eat it. What up, Jacqueline? What up, Marilyn? Ramiro, how you doing? Johnny, thank you to you and your team. We got Sherry helping us get our loan and about to close on a house in the next day or so. Congratulations, Johnny Mahia. Hang in there. What's going on, Kitty Cake? Congratulations. Thanks, Roshan, for saying that. No people go under on your home so I can buy one. Help me, man. No people go under on your home so I can buy one. Marcos, Marcos, what's going on, brother? Marcos is OG triple OG. He's been watching me since 2017, right? He's one of the OGs. Thank you, man. You're an awesome teacher. Thank you so much, Jolene. Super fair and awesome. Thank you, Martin. Are loan modifications fair or unfair? Comment what you think. Are loan modifications fair or unfair? Reply to Roshana. You're welcome. I want to buy a second home. When to do it? Wait for it. Jesus, if you're buying a second home to upgrade to, after you've owned your home for 12 months, you can buy owner occupied. If you want to buy investment, you can buy whatever you want. Hopefully that helps you out. Any advice on looking into low income mortgage grants, right? Brianna, right now, depending on the state you're in, a lot of people are using grants to cover the down payment, right? I mean, to cover the down payment and closing costs, and they're using their actual money to cover the shortage if the home doesn't appraise. So they are good right now, depending on what you're applying for, Brianna. Please message me directly or give us a call, 714, or text us, 714-790-9697, so we can help connect you with the right person in the right state doing the grants, right? Fair and unfair. Fair for those who suffer from the shutdown, unfair to those who didn't and want to buy it, and it makes the housing market rough. Yes, right? It's a circle of life, kitty cake, right? What to do, right? What to do. Always keep it real. Man, I'm about to hit 2 years in our current home VA. We are looking to buy another home, but not sure if we should sell our current home or rent it out. Currently in San Bernardino. Randy, this is what I would do. I would take my current home, refinance it into a conventional loan. You're pretty sure you have close to 20% equity, right? Your payment will stay low. So now you have a loan, right? Refinance conventional, and then you can use your VA loan again and buy another house owner occupied. Because you have the equity on your current home, it rents cash positive. And now you can buy your new home, 100% financing, VA, no money out of pocket, right? Hopefully that helps you out there, Randy. Don't sell, keep it, all right? What up with the Biden money that he was going to give for the first-time home buyers? Johnny, I don't know. The tax credit is supposed to be out. It hasn't come out yet, okay? Carlos, how long are appraisals taking? Right now, appraisals are taking 2 to 3 weeks, okay? Right now, they're taking a long time, all right? Because rates are low, people are refinancing, and a lot of people are buying, so it's taking about a couple weeks to get them now. So when you get your disclosures, there's something called a intent to proceed. Make sure you sign that thing ASAP so they can go ahead and order your appraisal. Float or lock on a refi right now, man. If you're trying to close within the next week or two, I don't know, man. If you're gonna close within the next 90 days, I thought rates were gonna go up. I think after September, when we realize how broke we are, I think rates are gonna shoot down low. I don't think we're gonna get. I think we might see more 2.5s. Maybe. I could be wrong. I think when all this free money is gone and people are, oh, we are broke, we can't raise prices, we gotta drop them, right? I think rates are gonna go down. That's what I think. What's next after the appraisal? After appraisal, right, you wanna make sure you clear all your underwriter conditions. Call your lender, Carlos, clear all your underwriter conditions. Once all your underwriter's conditions are done and the appraisal comes in, you can lock your loan and go to docs. You can lock your loan, then the closing disclosure goes out, or you can lock your loan whenever, actually, but clear your underwriting conditions, right? If your loan's locked, that's fine. The next step is the closing disclosure, the CD. Once the CD goes out, then you're almost there, right? You're almost free. Hopefully that helps you out. Oh yeah, modified mortgages is my bad. I have 2 rentals and I am considering buying a primary resident. How much reserves do I need? You need 6 months reserves, PITI, for all your units, right? So for all your properties. So let's say you have a property that has a $3,000 mortgage. You would need 18 grand for that one. Another, if you have 2 of them, you would need 36 grand in just reserves, right? Then you can buy your property owner occupied. You would need that in reserves. Hopefully that helps you out there, Juan. What up, Ram714? What up, man? Hey, unfortunately missed it. It's going to be posted. Wondering if you see it leveling out soon. I don't see it leveling out. I see it. So I went over Ram714. Unemployment's dropping. They're not really foreclosing. They're allowing mortgage modifications. We're going to run out of money at the end of September. So I think rates are going to stay low, which will push people to buy. yes, there are people getting discouraged because prices are so high, but the buyers are dying out, but there's enough to still have a bidding war. It all depends on where you're at. Do I see it flattening out? Maybe sometime next year. I just don't see it this year. All right. I'm so happy in the Bay Area, though. I feel like I've just accepted what I'm not going to be able to buy a home. Sorry to hear that, Maria. You know, sometimes we got to see where it doesn't mean you can't get back there. All right, girl. Just sometimes you gotta win the little battles so you can win tomorrow's war. All right. Can you remove PMI without refinancing? Rachel Belmonte, if you bought conventional, yes, right? One person, this other mortgage person trying to go back and forth with me. Oh, you don't have to wait 2 years. Of course, if you put 15% down, if you pay down your house 20 to 22% from the original purchase price, right, they will remove your PMI without refinancing. Off the original, if you pay down your house 20 to 22% from the original purchase price. Of course, if you do 5% down, 10% down, it's going to take longer than a year, 2 years, right? But if you put 15% down, of course, you're going to pay down 20 to 22%. But if you're going to do a 5% down conventional or 3%, you can either wait till you have 25% equity after 2 years, or either pay down your house 20 to 22% from the original purchase price on a conventional, and your PMI can fall off without refinancing. Is it good to buy now? Leo, if you're in a position to buy, buy. If you are not, then do not buy, right? Do not force yourself, add a bunch of co-signers, do a bunch of things you regret if you're not in a position to buy. Hopefully that helps you out there. Sean Lee, has the administration released detailed eligibility rules for the conventional loan modification? Yes, it's 20%, right? So it's not a government thing, it's FHFA. Yeah, it is kind of government, but they're reducing it by 20%. Hopefully that helps you out there, Sean Lee. 20%, not the complete mortgage payment, the principal and interest, 20%. All right. You can go to FHFA. All the guidelines are in there for you. FH, F is in Frank, H is in ha, F is in Frank, A is in apple, right? FHFA. Don't sell it, keep it. That's right. Keep it, Randy. That's how I feel being here in the Bay. It's ridiculous, but it's home. Ram, if I use that COVID-19 to defer payments, how many months after I restart payment can I refinance? 3 payments. 3 payments. All right, Ram. You would have to wait 3 payments, and you have to have the equity to pay off the back pay. Okay, if you want to refinance, the refinance rates go lower around. Yes, they're about 2.75, 2.875 right now, Alicia. I've been waiting to get an appraisal in Bakersfield for 2.5 months. Dang, Gloria, that is a long wait. Might be some exotic property or something. What's the conditions you're talking about after rate lock? So Fernando, right? When an underwriter looks at all your documentation, right, they send out a condition list. They approve your loan based on you meeting these specific conditions. Let's say you have a paycheck stub in the month of July and it's over 30 days old. They're going to ask you for an updated pay stub. That is a condition list. If a bank statement you have in June, they might ask for July's bank statement, right? If you have a bunch of inquiries on your credit, they might ask for a letter of explanation of why you have all these inquiries, right? It all depends on when they validate your information. They might ask for more things. Those are borrower underwriter conditions. Hopefully that helps you out. See here, what is the best rate for VA refi? I think you can get a 2.5 right now, or maybe a little bit less. All right. Mnet, if you want more answers, please message us, right? Text us or message us. Text us at 714-790-9697. Jose Ramirez, if I'm on unemployment, can I still refinance all payments on time? If you're on unemployment, you probably can't refinance unless you have an FHA loan or VA. You can do a streamline, but on a conventional, you would have to do a full refinance, which requires that you have a job. All right, hopefully that helps you out, guys. If I brought you value tonight, please let me know. Give me the thumbs up, guys. Also, if you watched till the end right now and you're not following us on Facebook or YouTube, definitely hit that subscribe or notification button so you're notified every time we post new content. Right. Also, save this video, share this video, and like this video. And we want to end all our episodes with our attitude is gratitude. Without you, there would be no us. So thank you so much for everyone who watched our show. Have a great night. Our condition means your loan is solid. After you get Fernando, you're gonna get something called a final approval. When you get a final approval, that means all the conditions are cleared. You're Gucci. All right.